Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Shuhada Binti Khairul with a matric number 065811. So in this slide, you can see all the pictures that we've been take from the Puyo farm that we've been visit. It is a very nice experience to see the process of Puyo growing up from the incubator until they grow up. So we've been visit Puyo farm as a guidance for us to do this particular assignment. So I hope you can enjoy all the pictures that we've been shown in this slide. So now we're gonna discuss about poultry management from A to Z. So chicken divided into two types, which are broiler and layer. But here we focus more on broiler instead of layer. So what is actually broiler chicken? Eggs comes from hens raised specifically to lay eggs, but chickens that are raised for meat are called broilers. These chickens are typically white and are bred specifically for optimal health and size to produce a quality product for the consumer. Broiler chickens are raised in large open structure called house, where they roam to explore, eat and commune with other chickens. Some, including free-range chicken, have varying access to the outdoors based on the farmer preference. So broiler chicken arrive at the farm at the same time from the same hatchery to maintain biosecurity of the farm. For example, about 25,000 chickens live together in each chicken house. It takes a broiler chicken about 7 weeks to grow to market weight, and once they've reached the right age and size, they all live together for processing. So it basically all in and all out. Now I'm going to pass to Farhana.
Thank you, Shuhada, for explaining the introduction of this presentation. Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Farhana Binti Abd.Shukur. I will explain about the growth process of poultry. The first stage of poultry growth begins with fertilization, where a sperm from the male bird unites with an egg from the female bird. Once fertilized, the egg begins to develop. After fertilization, the egg enters an incubation period that lasts around 31 days for chicken. There are two types of incubation, which is one natural and secondly is artificial. Natural incubation allows layers or breeders to incubate and brood their own young. For artificial incubation, it is important to take point into temperature, humidity, turning egg, and ventilation. Furthermore, during the first few weeks of a chick life, it is important to provide them with an appropriate environment called a brooder. They should be properly heated to maintain warmth, as the chicks are not yet capable for regulating their own body temperature. Brooding methods consist of box brooding and deep litter brooding. For brooding requirements, it requires litter, brooder guard, lighting and ventilation. It also includes brooding temperature. After hatching, chicks will be delivered and transported from farm to farm to continue their growth process. Next, we move to the poultry housing that we focus to the cage. Houses for various production enterprises may differ greatly in size, appearance, and arrangement of facilities. For small-scale producer, commonly we use semi-intensive housing system. Houses may be simple house, thatched roof, littered floor, or slated. Some small-scale producers also have applied the intensive closed housing system, which is cage system. The cage system requires the recommended floor space, which is chicks 0 to 8 weeks needs 0.3 square feet. For grower 9 to 16 weeks needs 0.5 square feet, and layer above 17 weeks requires 0.6 square feet.
Thank you, Alice, for the wonderful presentations on your part. Assalamualaikum. My name is Humaira Athirah Binti Shazlan with matrix numbers 065583. Now, I will be talking about the feed, equipment needed for feeding, and water system. All this topic correlated with feeding of the broiler poultry in its farm. The feed of the broiler poultry can be divided into two kinds of diet, that is starter and finisher diet, with different protein content. Both of these feed are certified with ISO 2200 food safety system, which sets out the requirement for a food safety management system. The preferred brand for most of the poultry farming are Gold Coin feed brand. On average, a broiler will eat around 4.25 kg from 1 day old to 8 weeks old. The sack of this feed can cost about Rm140 per sack. The ingredients of these two feeds are generally similar. They consist of corn, soybean meal, other grains and grain byproducts, animal protein, vegetable oil, salt, calcium carbonate, the proven entry microbiomes, and coccidiostat. A good starter feed must contain between 22 to 24% of crude protein. But as broilers grow, the energy requirement increases and their protein level reduces. That is why finisher feed can be given to them from their 5th week. Feeding your chicken pellets ensure that they get vital vitamins, nutrients, and minerals from their food source to keep them healthy. The equipment needed for feeding is only a poultry feed container. This type of container can be divided into 3 sizes, depending on the size and the age of the poultry, which is 1.5 kg size, 3 kg size, and 6 kg size. Poultry able to achieve all those nutrients from this container much easily and less messy to the poultry and the workers. Water system for the poultry farming is an automatic water system. These are generally watery channels that are connected to a water supply. They have a float valve inside the reservoir that will fill automatically as the water level decreases. With this choice of water system, poultry will always have access to sufficient drinking water and able to save labor costs. Now we move to topic issues in the poultry farm by Anis. The equipment needed for feeding is only a poultry feed container. This type of container can be divided into 3 sizes, depending on the size and the age of the poultry, which is 1.5 kg size, 3 kg size, and 6 kg size. Poultry able to achieve all those nutrients from this container much easily and less messy to the poultry and the workers. Water system for the poultry farming is an automatic water system. These are generally watery channels that are connected to a water supply. They have a float valve inside the reservoir that will fill automatically as the water level decreases. With this choice of water system, poultry will always have access to sufficient drinking water and able to save labor costs. Now we move to topic issues in the poultry farm by Anis. Water system for the poultry farming is an automatic water system. These are generally watery channels that are connected to a water supply. They have a float valve inside the reservoir that will fill automatically as the water level decreases. With this choice of water system, poultry will always have access to sufficient drinking water and able to save labor costs. Now we move to topic issues in the poultry farm by Anis.
Thank you, Humaira, for explaining the poultry housing based on the equipment aspects. Next, I will discuss about poultry issues and diseases. Like any agricultural business, poultry production is not without its challenges. Some of the most common issues include diseases, waste management, and egg size. To address this challenge, it is important to stay up to date on the latest research and best practices. This includes implementing biosecurity measures to prevent disease, managing waste in an environmentally responsible way, and selecting breeds that are known for producing high-quality eggs.
Thank you, Anis. Hi, it's me, Humaira again. For the first topic I will be talking is about the process of production and its packaging for sales to the consumer, and both the carotid arteries and jugular veins. Then, the slaughtered broiler will be inserted into chicken feather plucking machine, which remove feathers from slaughtered birds in seconds. It is a must-have piece of equipment for every poultry processor to increase the processing efficiency. The featherless broiler will then be remove its internal organs and feet. After the organs are removed, the carcass are then cleaned before being inspected and weighed to determine the price per kilogram. After that, the carcass is typically cut and deboned to a variety of different products, such as drumstick, thighs, leg quarters, wings, breast, and more. Once chicken is cut up into parts, it will be packed in a clear plastic bag and then sealed using a sealer machines. Labels on chicken packages can be optional for small farmers. This packaging will then be stored in dual chiller or chest freezer. All these frozen poultry meats can be sold raw without any marinade or can be marinated depends on the target consumer. Usually, a kilogram of the raw chicken and depend on its part is about 10 ringgit to 15 ringgit and normally will be sold to distributor, retailers or even directly to the customer. While marinated chicken can cost more depend on the marinade ingredients. The topic I will be talking about right now is about the profit and the monthly and startup costs to start a poultry farm. The startup cost for a poultry business production can be around 10,000 ringgit, including the cost of poultry housing, feed, and equipment needed during the process of growing of the poultry. Business premises license should also be acquired before starting the business, which can be applied at the state authorities. Profit that can be achieved during poultry farm is about 20,000 ringgit to 30,000 ringgit per month before minus the monthly cost. Thank you, and now we move to another topic presented by Shuhada.
Thank you, Myra, for your amazing explanation. So what we can improve is there's 5 things that we can improve in farm management. First is from the biosecurity. Second is from brooding management. Third is from litter management. The fourth one is from water management. And the last one is feed management. From biosecurity perspective, this pointer is the first on the list for obvious reason. With the help of better and more efficient biosecurity practices, the successful poultry production rate are guaranteed. So for farmers who are unaware of the same, this help aid hygiene, bacteria and insect transmission. It also put a stop to the transmission of disease from one livestock to another. Hence, it is important to make sure poultry farms houses healthy and happy chicken. Second is brooding management, which as compared to traditional farming practices followed, more time is spent on the brooding phase. This ensures better and improved genetic capabilities with faster growth. Hence, with a good start calls for a better health and performance rate in the years to come. The third one is from litter management. For those who are actually very clueless about the fact, litters are usually bedding for birds. Since poultry goes with the habit of pecking anywhere and everywhere, litter quality is essential. This possesses an impact on the intestinal health of the poultry and the profitability of the farmers. Wet litter is nothing less than a nightmare. Wet litters open doors for potential pathogens and a variety of disease. Wet litter also raises the ammonia level in the poultry shit, which can pose a threat to your bird health. So, to prevent this from spreading, some things are need to be taken care. For example, is the type of material, the quality of litter, the water quality, drinker line management, efficient lighting, ventilation, and temperature. So the fourth one is the water management. Third and most importantly comes from water management. Drinking water overall accounts for 70 to 80% of poultry daily drinking requirements. Since poultry consume more water than feed, this is very crucial nutrient, cleanliness, and freshness. The last one is feed management. Even though this pointer is the last, it is the most effective and crucial of all. As much as good quality poultry feed is important, easy access to the feed is even more important. Ensuring a proper feeding head, line double check on feed wastage reduction along with the mixing of feed with litter. To conclude, every part, even the smallest part, play a very important role in enhance the quality of the production. With good biosecurity and excellent farm management can increase the number of production with the highest quality. More importantly, the welfare of the poultry are being taken care excellently. So other than that, the transmission of disease can be prevented, resulting in a healthy chickens. If every part that had been discussed can be done by a farmer, the animal quality can be guaranteed. As people said, good farm management will contribute to a happy family. That's all from our group. We hope that the information given are clear and all the best for all the farmers out there. Thank you.